saw this video today, and well, you'll find my view on it, but I found it absolutely pathetic, stupid, and if they carry on down this way, the Tommy Robinson movement will become irrelevant. Yeah, I'm recording the chat also for those of you that like to read chat. Yeah, the chat is as pathetic as Danny Tomo. Let's listen, shall we?
God, it's difficult, even just to go live these days. It's something I've never experienced since the whole time I've done this. The lengths that they're going to stop anyone from talking about anything that we've done, that we've achieved over the last huge amount of months. You know, especially the last year. But it's only a very quick video. I'm really angry.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Upset and actually astounded at the modern day fascism, because what we're experiencing right now is modern day fascism. They're silencing anyone that doesn't have the same opinion to the narrative that the left and the government are trying to push. It's a very difficult time for Tommy right now. You know, he's experiencing some things he's never experienced, and he's been doing this a long time. Being taken off Facebook, being taken off Instagram, and there's many videos of proof around the internet and YouTube that you can see that all of this is a complete lie. There is no truth to anything, and we all know that. But the reason I'm coming on is because we've got a couple of things that we're trying to make sure that are going to happen for this march, the demo. So we're going to have a demo.
So are we meant to forget about you and your little kidnapping plot? Yeah. What? So these people listen to you? Yeah. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. Move the camera down. Okay, active patriot says evening Tommy Robinson live stream. No, evenings Tommy Robinson live stream. Can you take the hope not hate vid down, please? Tommy doesn't want it up. Oh, how strange. I've just got a 3-day ban for posting a photo of Tommy. Well, I don't believe you, because they haven't banned me. What they did do is they stopped me from uploading videos on YouTube. I know it goes on, but I mean, you know. I find Danny Tomo hilarious as what he's about to come out with. Yeah, so enjoy.
Censorship, and we're going to invite people from around the world, because it's not going to be just about Tommy. It's, you know, for you guys it might be because of, obviously, you know, everyone must be missing him. Everyone normally wakes up, they go onto Tommy's profile, you know, they watch his videos, they get excited by what he's doing.
Well, most people wake up, have their breakfast, have a shower, get dressed and go to work, don't they? They don't wake up and go onto fucking Facebook and have a look at Robinson's Facebook. Yeah, I mean, Danny, get in the real world. Get out of the bubble. You're in the bubble. You think you're more important than what you really are.
Patriotism, it's the community spirit. People communicate together, the community comes together, basically because of Tom. You know, he brings that spirit back together. He brings people back to talking to each other, the values, the you know, the issues we have around the UK. And the government and the left are silencing anyone, no matter where you are in the world. You know, you could be in Switzerland, you could be in Norway, you could be in France, you could be in Australia, you can be in New Zealand. If you talk about Tommy Robinson, you will be taken off the internet. You will be barred from the internet. And that's a serious situation, and we can't let this carry on. You know, everyone's sort of going about their day, and, you know,
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson's been taken off Facebook. This is like, it's not just Tommy. You know, they've taken the most high profile people that support him and have a lot to say about him, they're making it clear to everyone that if you share or you show your support for Tommy, you're gone off the internet. You know, I've never had any warnings. I've never had any nothing. You know, Tommy's a lot massively high profile compared to anything that I am. But for me to just be wiped off the map with no explanation, nothing, it just proves that they're cleansing the internet. They're cleansing the internet from the right. You know, just think now, if this carries on, what's it going to be like in 10 years' time? What are your kids going to be learning at school? The only thing they're ever going to see on the internet is the left's narrative. So it'll brainwash them into believing certain aspects of what's being pushed. So
I've noticed the words that are being used by Danny Tomo and Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson said the other day they're literally burning books. Yeah, reference back to the Nazis. And him with his cleansing, you know, obviously about the Nazis and the Jews. Yeah. You've got to look out for little things like this, yes?
Have to stand up. This is probably the most important period of our generation. This is it. This is the pinnacle point of our generation where we have to stand up. We have to change this. We have to put a shock into the government and into the media and into the left organisations to say, look, you might have the power of the media, you might have the power of the money from the George Soroses and all around the UK with business owners about Brexit offering money, but we are the ones that come onto the streets in the thousands upon thousands.
What do you do?
Look at the Free
Nothing.
Tommy events. Look at all the events leading up to it. So what happened is they're really scared. They are so scared. What they've seen is over the last year, they have seen a revolution. They've seen something happen that they know if this carries on, that Tommy will take over, because it's his page on Facebook was the most active page. You know, if you put Conservatives, Labour, Lib Dems, Theresa May, Jeremy Corbyn, even all their stats in one pot, it still did not achieve the amount of profile videos that he put on and the amount of shares and the views. So you've all got to start realizing this is the pinnacle point now, that if we allow these things to carry on, it's over. We won't be able to communicate on a free speech level. There is no free speech, and that's a serious situation. They're doing this because look at Tom yesterday. They knew Tommy was not in the country yesterday. They have, the media, high media companies, the Guardian, the Independent, have colluded with another left.
Now, I saw a video yesterday and I can't seem to find it anymore, and it was of this guy with the red hair going to supposedly Tommy Robinson's house. And what I found remarkable was, as they were walking down the lane, and whoever was with this guy with the red hair stopped halfway, there was a police car blocking his path, and he went wherever he went, because they didn't show us where he went, escorted by a policeman. So what is this clown going on about? I really don't understand.
Organisation to send a crackhead to Tommy's front.
Now, you take cocaine, Danny. You also kidnap people, Danny. Yeah.
Door. This guy's got red hair, walking around with a staffy. He's a self-centered. Even on his Twitter, it says he's a crackhead. It says I'm a crackhead, and then he's talking about.
I used to have a staffy dog, Lola. She's a lovely little thing. What's wrong with walking around with a staffy? Does that make him something other than a crackhead or what? You're failing here. You're failing, Danny. You're failing because you don't listen to people who I'm sure advise you and Tommy Robinson on what to do. And you're acting like babies, screaming at the internet that you need more money, which is about to come, people, by the way.
About drugs, and he's saying you should try drugs. He's putting pictures of needles. He's a racist. He's putting he's putting stuff racist about saying the N word openly, and you've got the left that say they're against hate and against racism sharing all of his stuff. You could not write it. The left are becoming the real fascists of this country. They are silencing us all, and we have to make sure we do something. Listen, Tommy made you realise what the BBC were about and about the media. He's given up his life to give you the stories, to enable you to see the truth. While you all sit in your houses and you eat your dinners and everything, he's thinking about the next move. He's thinking about, what can I bring to the table? What can I show the people? So when you're thinking about that £150
Here we go.
you've paid to the BBC over all the many years that you've been on this earth, you need to start paying some of that money to Tommy. Because without money, this will never work. To bring to light the TR news, to put...
What about the constant holidays that Mr. Robinson takes? What about his nice big house that Mr. Robinson has? Yeah? Where's the money come from for all that? Yeah? So Danny, stop begging for money. But, the little warriors here in the chat, they'll send you it, because they're all as brainwashed as what you are.
Put it into the mainstream. To give it that publicity that it needs, you need money. So please, I ask you now, support Tommy no matter what. He needs you now more than ever. More than ever. But he needs the money to make this happen. We have so many families that I've had to ring up in the last few days and say, I'm really sorry. At the moment, I can't air nothing. I'm supposed to go back to see April. I'm supposed to go up and see other families that are around the UK that have contacted me since the April story, and that really you guys need to
wait. Stop. Wait. Stop. Right. It's not that difficult to set up your own website. It wouldn't be that difficult to go with a camera and record someone and talk to these people and interview them. Go back home, download it onto your computer and upload it onto a website. I'm not understanding where all this difficulty is coming from. I don't understand the people who are willing to give you money neither, because it doesn't cost that much to make a website. To get your own domain isn't that expensive. I don't get it. What is the money for?
You can have the opinion on it and you can share it, but right now I can't even share a post on Facebook without them putting a community standards on it. A picture of this guy. The left are throwing this guy's Facebooks around, his YouTubes around. They're throwing it around everywhere. What a great guy! Went to a house that wasn't even Tommy's and scared the life out of an innocent family. And then I share a picture of this guy and say, what a scumbag that he'd go to do this. He said the house number, this poor family, the house number, the street, and all this. We have to make a stand. And I think over the next few days we're going to release the date. Make sure, if you've never turned up at a Tommy event, that you come to this one.
No.
And if you've been to all the events, this is the most important one. Because if we don't beat this, it's over. It is literally over on the internet. Because we will not have a way for us, for Tommy, for me, to push the events to you, because they're just banning everyone. And you think it's bad now. You wait for about a year's time, because everyone's sort of just getting on with their daily lives.
Well, we have to, and plus, as I said, what is so difficult about setting up a website? It's very easy and it doesn't cost that much money. His little trip to Finland at the weekend could have paid for the setting up of the website, but no. For some reason, you're insisting that you need loads of money. And as for this march that you're going on about, what do you think it's going to achieve? I tell you what it will achieve. Nothing. If 3 million people could march against the Iraq war in London in 2003, what do you think you're going to achieve with your march? Nothing. The only way you change things in this country is to go down the political route. You won't achieve nothing. And these videos of ranting and raving and carrying on It will get you absolutely nowhere.
Tommy's been banned. Everyone's talking about it. Great. But within a couple of weeks, it'll fizz away.
Exactly.
People talking about
Yeah.
it because it's not. Every day people woke up, they saw Tommy's post, they saw what he was doing, they saw my post. Reiterating what Tommy was doing.
Oh.
So listen. It's so important that you support him. It's so important that you don't worry about getting banned. Don't worry about it, because if you get banned, at least you're part of that crew.
I don't
that know
get
you're
worried.
doing what's right.
Whoa.
And I want to say this as well. This is the plan for the next event. I'm not going to be able to share the event, because as soon as I make an events page...
Okay, to all you Tommy Robinson fans, not that many of you will listen to this, but I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Make up a fake account, yeah, that you don't really care about, that doesn't have your family and your friends on it, and, things like that. And go posting Tommy Robinson things, and if they ban you from that, so what? You've got your proper account, haven't you? So what this idiot's on about, I really don't know. And you're not to worry if you do get banned, cut off from your family who maybe live in Australia, they don't care about that. They're just worried about the money side of things. I mean, if they want, I'll set them up a website and a domain. It's not exactly difficult.
going to be taken down. So this is the way that we're going to do it. Every single person that wants to come to the next event, the censorship event, which is going to be massive. We're going to have the stage again. We're going to have the sound system. We're going to make this one massive. We're going to have people coming from America that have been silenced. High-level people that have been silenced. When the event is put out and we give you the date, every single person that supports Tommy and wants to come to the event, you make your own events page. They can't close down everyone's. So when the date's released, you go onto your profile and you make an event. That's how we're going to do it. We are going to make sure that every single person that's coming to that event makes their own event page. So every day, you're sharing your own events page, talking about the events page that you've put up, because they can't take us all down. We're the numbers. We got to use it to our advantage. We're going to have, I think we should have a Tommy Day, where all you do for the whole day is not post one thing about your lifestyle, not one thing about you, whatever. You post a picture of you and Tommy. I don't know when it's going to be. I've only just thought of that while I'm talking to you. But I think we should have a Tommy Day where we literally just put pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures of all the events, the free Tommy events, outside of the Old Bailey, everything. The Brexit Betrayal March. Just have a pure day where like your 20 or 30 posts are literally just about Tommy, and just watch them go in meltdown. What?
20 or 30 posts in a day? Who the hell posts 20 or 30 times on Facebook a day? Anyway, I really wish they'd take advice and stop this ranting on, this is obviously YouTube, because they're not going to get anywhere till they go down the political route. Now, you got idiots on here saying, we should do it on St. George's Day, whenever that is. I'm not into that. I need a pic done with Tommy. Tommy Day sounds good. So what we're going to have is St. Tommy Day. None of this is going to do anything. You have to get political, and you have to learn how to behave and act. This is pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Thug mentality, thug behaviour.
Happened yesterday was really, really dangerous. Really dangerous. A police officer allowed a man that is a self-proclaimed crackhead to walk up to a family home and to scare the life out of them. If it had been Tommy's address, they knew Tommy was out of the country. This was to basically shock him. They wanted to say, look, we're going to get, because they thought that was his house, we're going to get to your family. We know you're out the country. They're trying to mess with his head, trying to get a reaction out of him, potentially trying to get him arrested from doing something. So he's going to box clever. He's not an idiot. He's one of the smartest fellas I've ever met in my life. But he's a genuine fella, and he genuinely cares. And this is...
Well, you see, I think that if it wasn't his house, it must have been his next door neighbour's house then, because this is an overreaction to someone coming to the door. It is. He didn't even react like that when that Ali Dower person apparently doxed him. But you see, his profile is much higher now. And with a higher profile, Mr. Robinson, you have to act with dignity. You have to change your ways. Oh, this is just going to fizzle out and go nowhere. I'm all for what you believe in, but I'm not for the way you go about it. You know, I thought when you got involved with Gerard Batten, things might change. Obviously not. Obviously not.
It's just making him stronger. TR.news will be online in the next couple of days. Make sure you share the hell out of TR News. Every single person that has ever turned up to any event needs to make sure you're sharing that. And the next 2 days, please help me by sharing my YouTube channel. Even if it gets taken off, share it for the couple of hours that we managed to get it on. And I'll be producing the date. Tom will probably come out with the date on his YouTube, and then obviously I'll take over with the fucking planning. Sorry to swear. All the planning, all the stage stuff, all the information that you guys will need, just like I have the last year and a half that we've done everything. We have to stick together, support Tom, and literally this is the beginning of, this is a war. This is a war. They've started a war, a digital war on us.
Yeah.
We have to come together in numbers and to make sure that no matter what they do, we never ever forget what Tommy Robinson has done for us in the last 10 years that he's been around. Guys, share the video. Remember, the next couple of days, the date's gonna come out and all the information about the event. But support Tommy. If you get paid on a payday, put a tenner, put a fiver, put a quid into that donation box for him to enable to have a big studio and do what he wants.
Yes, I agree with all that. I agree with a lot of what they say, but they're going about it the wrong way. Why don't they go down form their own political party? Yeah, it will grow, it will get massive, but they seem incapable of doing such things. You know, they need advisors telling them what to do, because this is just pathetic.
Once, just like the Americans do, we need cash, and that is the only thing that will make it work. Guys.
Well, you know, what can one say? He's obviously sat in his car there and was a bit angry. Maybe he didn't get the cash he needed today. Who knows? Who knows?
Tommy Rob.
So, it's a bit dark here, but some of you may have seen that people have been outside my home, intimidating my family. The difference is, when they come to my home, 5 men come to my home.
Disclaimer here. I do not agree with Robinson's actions. I'm showing this because I want you to see the reason why, you know, the Tommy movement is going to filter out. Yeah, it's because of actions like this. It wasn't 5 men that went to his home. It was 1 man with red hair escorted by a policeman. No one was ever in any danger. But I don't agree with Robinson's actions here. This is the reason, you know, he will filter out.
I'm on my own.
No. On my wands.
I've had to
on
meet
my
children
wands.
who are scared and upset, and people encouraged people to participate in coming to my address. One of those such people who I'm going to politely talk to.
Now this is a man in his 50s, right, who's the door he's knocking on, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and Robinson wonders why he's not answering the door. But I also want to say, you know, Tommy, Please, please, go down the political route. You've got no choice.
Difference is I'm on my own, obviously. Not with 5 men. My kids are obviously scared because these people think it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to go to people's houses. It's fun. It's fun to... Come on, Mike! I want to chat, mate! You think it's fun intimidating people at their houses? You think it's fun when a wife and children are on their own? See how fun Mike finds it, eh? Shall we? So I'm in Luton. I'm at Spurcroft Drive. Mike shouldn't have a problem with this, should he? Because Mike thinks it's all fun and games. And that it's okay. Mike! Up you get, mate. Rise and shine. And again, just to reiterate, I'm completely on my own. Unlike, it's not that there's an innocent woman and 3 children that could be in this home whilst they send crackhead racists to people's houses to intimidate them. I wonder how Mike thinks. And the difference is, the crackhead racists that come to my house yesterday was accompanied by journalists. Those journalists, I have your addresses as well. I have every one of your resisting hate addresses. Now the rest of it I'm going to put into a proper documentary. I thought I'd give my first wake-up call would be now. And he's in because I've already seen him look out. I thought, what's the matter, Mike? Don't be a coward, mate. Come on, Mike. You don't want to be a coward, do ya? I thought I was a coward. I thought my innocent wife or children. Come on, Mike, this is fun, isn't it? Oh, look, Mike's on his phone. I mean, this is funny, isn't it? When you go to people's front doors. The difference is, we wait for the police to get here, because the police think it's okay as well. You see, just so people understand, there's been a campaign of hate, not aimed at where I live, but aimed at where people believe my family are. I will make a full documentary to show you every bit of it, and the conspiracy and the working and colluding together between organised government groups like Tell Mama, working alongside resisting hate, who then get junkies and racist crackheads to come and intimidate people's families when they know that it's not where I am. They know it's not where I am, but they believe it's where my family are. And this has been going on Christmas Eve. Pictures were uploaded of the same people wearing balaclavas outside the house they believe my children are in. And they all find it funny. Mike finds it funny. They all find it funny. Let's see how funny every one of them find it. And their addresses. And their doors. Come on, Mike! And it's not like, because after all, Spurcroft Road, where I am, is 10 minutes from my home. I can come here every day and see what Mike's neighbours think of him and jihadis, lawyers and terrorist supporters sending people to my home. What they believe is where I sleep.
Not gonna give up, is he?
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. I only want to chat about this letter that you wanted me to read. I haven't had it. What people need to, or what all these little, they know what they knew. If I was out of the country.
Well, don't go out the country and leave your family then. idiot.
Oh look, I wonder if this would be the police. It's all fun, innit? It's funny. Being like this is fun. There's nothing wrong with this, coming to people's houses. Mike said so. Doorstepping's fine. Come on, you coward. Just in case, I'm not sure if he might not have heard us because it is quite late. The reason that I came late was to make sure that, obviously, if he does have a wife, she's not home alone. To make sure he's in. He's got his little camera up at his window, hasn't he? Mike! Mike! Come on, Mike! What's the matter? This is fun, innit? That's what you said. Oh look, it's funny. People are going to go doorstep someone's door.
No, I agree with you, Tommy. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I do agree on that
The
point.
difference is, Mike, you see what I do? I come back every day. Every single day.
Don't you get arrested?
You find it funny. You find it funny that my children are scared, do you? Do you find that funny? That you've intimidated, you've sent a junkie, a crackhead, smackhead junkie to my house. My address has been handed, or the address of where you think my wife and children are, has been handed.
Well, I don't know why he doesn't just open the door. If it was me, I'd just open the damn door.
Come on, Mike!
I'd love Tommy Robinson to knock on my door. I'd give him a bit of advice, structural, you know, good advice.
See, I thought I was banned off Facebook. I thought I was banned. So for those of you who don't know what's happened, yesterday, whilst I was out of the country, Mike and his fellow little far left activists decided it would be fun and games to send a junkie, 5 men, one of them a junkie, to a house that they believe my wife and children are in. That I have no idea about because I'm on a flight. And then they find that fun. They find that fun. And oh, how come Tommy rang the police? Tommy...
Now, Tommy, if you were an MP, do you think people would dare go to your house? Think about it. Also, I suggest you stop leaving your wife and kids at home and going off on these little visits to countries you don't need to go to, really. And also, stop advertising the fact you're going. Just, if you're going to go, just go. Nobody needs to know. Yeah? But just think, if you were an MP, nobody would dare not, go to your house to scare your wife and kids. This is rather funny, but it really won't get you anywhere, Tommy. Other than in a jail cell, and we don't want that, do we?
You didn't ring the police, Mike. Tommy wasn't there. Trust me, Tommy wouldn't have been ringing the police if you come to my house. Any of you come to my house. Where I am. Mike. What should we say, Facebook? Same time tomorrow?
Facebook?
Come on, Mike. Come on, my own, mate. There's not 5 of us. It's just me, bro. It's just me. It's just me, Mike. Just want to chat, a friendly chat about politics and about intimidation. So people are aware, this is the first visit. These visits are going to go into a documentary. Just there's loads to come, including journalists who also find it funny. Journalists who think they can use a pseudonym. Think you can use a pseudonym because I won't find out who you are. I've already found out who you are and where you live. I've already found out, Mr. Daily Mail reporter. I already know where you are. You think it's funny to come up to my house, do you? Or try to come to where my wife is? So you can do your little intimidation tactics. See this noise? It's coming to a door near you, lads. It's coming to a door near you. And we'll see how clever you all find it. How funny, how much fun it is, hey? Resisting hate, hey? We'll see how much fun all of you find it. Because if you haven't noticed, you know I'm a stubborn little bastard. Do you know the whole thing that's been going on with Islam? You know how I don't give up? Well, you've rattled the wrong cage. Because I'm going to make a documentary that exposes every single one of you. Every single detail about every one of you. Where you live. Where you work. Everything about you is going to be exposed. Everything. Because if you find in any way that you can intimidate my children, and it's just a one-way path, that there's not going to be a reaction where someone will come and show who you are. So that everyone, you see in Spurcroft Road, Luton, Mike, where you are, this is where I'm from, this town. I guarantee you, I've never took a trip up here, but I guarantee you by the end of the week, every one of your neighbours know everything about you, mate. Every single one of them. Every one of them. And I guarantee you what else, because I've got 2 friends that live literally over here, bro. No one. Your days of just walking in and out of your house, full of hatred that you are, mate. Full of hatred, Mike.
Well, I've got
You
Mike
think you
as
can
a
just
friend.
harass other people in
Wait
their
a
homes?
minute. Hang on.
Harass other families and children. And it's all fun, is it, Mike? Climb out from under your bed, bro.
Mike Sudbury, he follows me on Twitter. I'm going to have to maybe get rid of him. Yes. After this, I'm going to have to get rid of him. Because although I'm being critical of Tommy, you know, I do agree with a lot of what Tommy does and a lot of what he says. I just wish he'd stop this ridiculous thuggish behaviour and go down the political path. But Mr. Sudbury, you're not going to be following me anymore on Twitter. I need to get rid of you.
I bet you don't think it's fun now, do you? It's all the laughing stopped. The laughing stopped, right. Anyway, as I'm up, because I'm in the gym at 5:15 in the morning, I'll see you tomorrow, Mike. Oh, look. So, the area Mike lives in, a lovely area. Nicest area of Luton, actually. What's that, bro?
Oh yes, Tommy.
What's happening, mate? Do you live here, do you? Do you live here? Geezer lives around here. Mike Stutchbury? Like a complete wrong man, in with all these bondage and these weird sex cases and that. That's why I'm knocking at his door.
For a pedo?
He lives at number 15.
No!
Just round there, bruv. Proper wrong.
What are you looking for?
I've been knocking for him, he won't answer his door. I was just doing a live stream knocking for him. But he thinks it's fun. I'm still online, yeah, you can't see you. Yeah, don't worry, I won't show your face, man.
Right, what whispers you? What whispers you?
You can't do that. Well, he obviously has. Wow, you know. More enemies from Tommy. More enemies. Dear, dear.
He ain't got one outside there. It's number 15, but he's a complete wronger, man. He's always at this. Thinks it's funny, like having these weird bondage crackheads.
Wait, TC, look who it is, bro. It's Tommy Robertson.
What's happening, lads?
I was Tommy Robertson.
I'm just here to see your neighbour. I'm just here to see you and see Mike. Lots of people can know where you live, bruv. I'm just here to see your neighbour, lads.
It's Tommy Robertson.
Yeah, what's happening? So,
I'm actually dead.
oh, you've got a complete wrong and living around the corner, man. Just number 15, just around there. A complete weirdos in with all these bondage, sex cases, who all this like deep shit, bruv. I've been up there. He won't come outside his house.
Coming out, man.
But you can spread the word. It's number 15, yeah.
Cool.
He's a case, mate. See you later. Mike. You see, Mike, when I spend one day up here, which I will do this week, I will know everyone. The area you're residing in, Mike, is the area I grew up in. It's the area I grew up in. It's the area I grew up in, mate. So, Mike Stutchbury. I'll see you soon, mate, because I'm coming back and back and back and back and back. By tomorrow, by the next day, because you think it's funny to send people to where you think women and kids are. You think it's funny to promote all of that and share the live streams which will be showing the names of the road. You found that funny, didn't you? You found that really funny, didn't you, Mike? I mean, there's nothing wrong with showing people names of roads, no? Or door numbers, eh? By the end of this week, mate, everyone on this whole entire estate is going to happen, mate. See how you like that? Difference is, Mike, you see, in this area, bro, people listen to what I say. And I'm going to tell them that you're a case and that you think it's acceptable. Because see, the sort of things, anyone who sends someone to a house, anyone who sends 5 men to a house, sends 5 men to a house with a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, where inside that home, you know, is not a man. Oh, here's the police. One sec. Let me see if they're looking for me. Let's see, shall we? No, they're going to Mike, so. Let's go back round to Mike, shall we? Right, Mike, I'm coming back, bruv. I'm coming back, mate.
You're going to laugh at him, haven't you?
Because now he's rang the police. And the difference is, Mike, I've got nothing to hide, bro, so. You see, I'm just returning the favour, aren't I, Mike?
I'd say we've got a very angry Tommy Robinson at the moment.
Let me see this, officers. Move out your way, officers. I thought it was only pussies who ring the police, Mike. You know what I said? Tommy rang the police, did he? Difference was, it wasn't Tommy who rang the police, was it, Mike? Surely Mike wasn't in. Maybe his neighbours rang the police. Or maybe Mike rang them. Obviously, the police were called to a property yesterday and they facilitated in letting the crackhead. Hi, officer. How you doing, right?
Are you the school us?
No, I haven't called you, no. I've just been knocking. I'm guessing it's this gentleman. I've been knocking trying to speak to him, but... Yeah, he wouldn't come out. So, I'll leave you to talk to him first, yeah?
That's alright. Is it something important you need to speak to him about?
No, just so yesterday your officers were called to an address, not my address, an address where family members are living.
Yep.
This
Your
man encouraged the people, 5 men, to come to that address.
Okay.
I've just come to have a polite word with him to see whether he thinks that's. Obviously, I've come on my own. I've not come.
Why he thinks that's okay?
Why he thinks that's okay? I've just come to talk to him, let his neighbours know that there's a gentleman here who thinks putting children's lives in danger is acceptable, because that's what he's done.
Okay.
He's doxed an address where he's told the world my family live there. Obviously, I have your officers giving me threats to tell me that people want to murder my family.
Yeah.
So I just want to see how why is he sleeping? If he's sleeping, I thought he'd be up, but whether he thinks it's acceptable. Mike, I know you're watching, so that's all we want is a little friendly chat, mate. Come out your house. Because if not, I'm coming back tomorrow. And the next day. I'll let you chat to him, officer. Yes, bro. Yeah. So they're going to go in and talk to the case. I knew they were coming as well. But just make sure everyone in the area knows there's a complete wrong that lives here, bruv. Yeah, of course you can. Son.
walking around the road. Guess who I see?
There's little Tommy Robinson, who's outside this house, number 15 Spurcroft, where a complete case lives. So if you're in Luton, there's a case. There's a case who thinks it's acceptable to send people to children's houses.
Cool, isn't it?
Nah, he probably still, yeah, safe, mate. Yeah, sound, let people know. Mike, all of Luton's going to know, bruv. You thought it's acceptable, did you? It's funny, wasn't it? Send people round innocent kids' houses, it's all fun and games. Oh, Mike's answers the door, come. Mike! Oh, no. Just a little look in here. So there's Mike. There's Mike. Mike, there's Mike. There's Mike hiding, let's see him. Come on, Mike. Did you see him? So Mike is up. Mike was in his house. But of course, Mike's not man enough to come out and talk. What a coward. What an absolute coward, Mike. And now he's hiding again. He's hiding in there with his...
So there we have it. You know, you got to say that Tommy, you know, he's got some, you know, he is stubborn and he does have a lot of bravery in him. But, you know, he will get arrested if he carries on doing things like that. Yes, I know he's going to be upset about his wife and kids, but on the other hand, he should make their protection his first priority. Yeah? He is funny, Tommy. And yeah, I don't really blame him for going around there, but if he wants to actually get things changed in this country, that sort of behaviour isn't going to work. He needs to go political. Or he could have sent, you know, he could have done a lot of things, sent a solicitor's letter, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just wanted you to see what he got up to. But I can't find the video of that guy going to Tommy's house yesterday. Strange, seems to have disappeared. But I will have a look for it, and when I find it, I will post it. So this is me signing off again, and wishing that Tommy Robinson really would go political. Yeah, because we don't want to lose them, and I can see that we're going to if he doesn't go down the political path. Okay, bye bye.